Hey everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again. Today I've got another non-LEGO collectible video for you guys. This is the Hunger Games Deluxe 5-pin set that was released with the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes merchandise just a few weeks ago on Walmart.com. It retailed for I think like $50 is what I paid, so that's about $10 per pin, which seems appropriately high. But as long as it's not the $18 that I paid for just the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes pin, I'm happy. So let's go ahead and get this open and take a look at the pins. So the pins come in this simple black box that says the World of the Hunger Games Deluxe 5-pin set on it. And then if I turn it around, you can see the logos for the 4 movies. I don't know why the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes logo isn't there, but you can see that you get all 5 with the Songbirds and Snakes one in the middle. So I'm really excited to see what these look like. I'm wondering if it's the same Songbirds and Snakes pin as the other one that I bought, but I do like the box. It's like pretty stylish. And there are the pins. It's not the same as the one that I already have. So at first glance, it already looks like they're more of a kind of brassy gold than a bright gold. And just for reference, I'm going to grab the pin that I already have. So here is the Songbirds and Snakes pin that I already own and reviewed in a previous video. So you can see that it is way bigger than the one that comes in this box, which makes sense because this is the one that costs like $18 or $19, which is a lot of money for a pin, but it's really pretty. I am glad that it's different from this one though, because then I would have felt dumb for buying that. So we do have the original Mockingjay pin from the first Hunger Games movie. Then the rest of these aren't physical pins, they're just the movie logos kind of recreated in pin form because that's what they're based off of. So we have Catching Fire with the different kind of spokes on the wheel to represent the clock in the arena. Then we have Mockingjay Part 1 when the birds started to break free, and then we have Mockingjay Part 2, which is the only one without a circle because the Mockingjay is finally free, right? Because the rebellion is in full swing. I really like the pin for Songbirds and Snakes, though. I just like the logo design in general. This is not the same as the book design. These 3 are exactly the same as the designs on the covers of the books, but for Songbirds and Snakes, the second logo that was introduced was different. In the book, the bird was just sitting on this kind of like branch with the snake circling around it, but the updated logo for the movie has them fighting, and I do like this a little bit better because it starts to show, I guess, like the enmity between, the Mockingjay representing Lucy Gray and District 12 and Panem's citizens in general, and then the snake being President Snow and the Capitol. So that's why I like this one. And this is much finer detailed than the other pin that I got, which even though it's bigger, the lines are just a little bit chunkier. But let's see how I take these out. I think I just need to kind of shake this whole foam block out. Oh, no, it doesn't open from here. Like, do I just need to kind of grab these? I don't want to break anything. I'm wondering like what the best way to get them out is because there's no like real place to grip them. Okay, I got all 5 pins out. I just kind of had to bend down the foam and then lift them up with a fingernail. But let's take a quick look at them. So this is the very first Mockingjay pin of Katniss's that I'm owning. I think previously I've only ever had one from Mockingjay Part 2. But this is a really nice pin. Like, it looks perfect, exactly like the movie. I love getting official prop replicas, so I'm really happy with this. The only thing is that it is a different attachment style than the pin in the movie, which I think kind of has that paperclip, like ring style attachment rather than being stuck in and then kind of having a clasp on the end. At least, again, that's what I think the pin attachment was in the movie. Then we have the Catching Fire one, which I think might be my favorite. Um, I don't know, all of these are really cool, but this one is just really awesome. I think, yeah, it is bigger than the first movies, or is it? I guess very slightly. It seems very slightly to be larger, or maybe it's just because there's more going on in the actual circle. But yeah, the appearance of like the arena in the back is really cool. Although I think it is my least favorite bird, but it is like my favorite circle because of the arena. Then we have Mockingjay Part 1, which I think is the least interesting, to be honest, because it's just like a plain circle of gold and then the bird is just kind of standing flat there. I think it looks like the most awkward bird pose out of all of them. But it is very iconic because, of course, the Mockingjay movies were coming out when I was like super into Hunger Games. And then Mockingjay Part 2 is when there's no more circle. And like I said, the bird is now free. So these are all really finely detailed, although you can see that they do differ in size because this bird is much bigger than the one on this pin. And so I don't know how I feel about that. Like I kind of wish that the birds were all consistent sizes because I feel like these two are a pretty consistent size, like their head seems to be about the same size. This one seems like a little bit bigger, but it also has to do with like the style differences. But then this one is just so much bigger. I don't really like that. I wish that it was the same size as all of the other birds. And then, of course, we have the songbirds and snakes one, which is the most unique because it also has the snake. And I do really love the branch details. Again, it's very fine. These are like very delicate pins, but I am really glad that I got them because I think that they're a pretty cool item. I don't have much else to say about this pin. I feel like I already talked about it a lot, but in terms of sizing, again, I think it is very similar, maybe just a tiny bit bigger than the other birds, but that's also to do with the way that it's flying with the wings spread because none of the other birds, except I guess this one, is really flying in the same way. But yeah, that about does it for this review. I just wanted to take a quick look at this set because you guys know that I've really been enjoying the new Hunger Games movie. I'm like fully back in my Hunger Games era. I love the franchise so much, and Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is truly excellent. I've already seen it 4 times and might be going a 5th time this week. So I really love, everything about the Hunger Games. I think that these are like the